What's going on? Just email me if you don't have the website. All righty, everyone, let's do this. Find that chair. We're starting with a nice seated position. If you have a chair with a back, we're not using the back. It's easier for me with my shoes on because I can feel the ground, but if you're not comfortable that way, that's okay too. Whatever makes you comfortable is what we're doing. That's the way we're doing it. All right, so our feet are just back shoulder width apart. Want your feet flat on the ground, so try to feel the feet on the ground. Don't just take them for granted. Feel them on the ground, pushing in, right? Feel those knees right over your heels. So there's a right angle at your knee, at your ankle, and there's a right angle at your knee, and a right angle at your hip. So those shoulders are right over your hips. We're not leaning forward. We're keeping those shoulders back and squared. Hands are right, relaxed on the tops of the legs. And then we're going to start working on that breathing. So inhale, push that belly out. And exhale, use those belly muscles. Give me a nice forceful exhale. Deep breathing. Fill up those lungs. Use that abdominal muscles to get some more area in those lungs. Couple more nice deep breaths. And exhale. Sitting up tall, just in case we started slouching again. And go ahead and look over that right shoulder. Right? Try and get your chin right on top of that right shoulder, not by pulling the right shoulder forward, right? But by rotating that head back. So we're getting a nice stretch from the jawbone all the way into the collarbone. Nice big stretch there. Breathing in, breathing out through the belly. Nice big breaths. One more time. And then bring that head back to the middle. Rotate it over to the other side. Chin under the shoulder. Feel that stretch on the opposite side of the neck. Working that breathing through the belly. And bring it back to the middle. Go ahead and roll those shoulders up to the ears. And then bring them back down, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Up to the ears, shoulder blades, and let them just drop there. Now we're going to take your right ear and drop it down to your right shoulder. Stretching that neck in a whole different way. This one you might feel a little all the way over into that shoulder if you're real tight. Feel those trapezoid muscles of your neck. And roll that chin down and tuck it into your chest. Feel the back muscles can be up by your skull, your occipital bone. Let it stretch. Breathing in, belly out. Exhale, use those belly muscles. And drop that head the other direction. Left ear, left shoulder. Feeling that whole right side of your neck, a nice long stretch. Working the breathing. And then bring your head back to the middle. Starting to feel a little bit looser right now, a little lolly, I guess, right? Inhale, bring those arms all the way up, reaching for the ceiling. Extend those arms up, get a big separation between your armpits and your hips. Exhale, drop those arms down, let them hang next to your sides. Good breath in, breath out. One more breath, bring those arms up, nice and tall. Feel that big separation right there between the shoulders and the hips. Try to lift your hips off that chair and bring it back down. Get that spine a little bit longer. Breath in, come up. Woo. And bring those arms to the ceiling, and then keeping those hips firmly on your chair. Slowly bring your arms over to that right side, opening up that left side from the hip all the way to the armpit. Woo. Big stretch. And bring it back to the middle, arms down. Feeling pretty good for me. I don't know about you guys. One more time up. Long arms. Stretch up. Bring it over to that left side. We're stretching that right out. Ooh, straight from that hip to the ribs, armpit. Exhale, come down. I'm needing this today. One more time up. We're going to add in that twist and bring it nice and long. Lift the shoulders off the hip. And then we're going to rotate to that right side, keeping those shoulders up tall. And we're trying to cross the shoulders and the hip point. Use the back of your chair if you need to get a little bit more rotation. Use that left arm outside the right knee. Checking lanes here. I don't know why, this always reminds me of that. Open up that chest. Breathing in deep. Exhale. One more deep inhale. Exhale, bring it back to the middle and relax for a second. Finding that middle. Start to feel that body loosen up from the hips to the waist. Inhale, come up. Big long arms. Stretching to the ceiling. Exhale, rotate to the left. Use your chair. Hand outside, right hand outside that left. Open those shoulders up. Deep breath in and exhale. Bring it back to the middle. I'm going to have you bring your hands up over your head. Just touch your fingertips to the back of your head. And I want you to try and bring your elbows to meet behind your head. Not going to happen. Sitting up tall, breathing through that belly. Open that chest out. One more deep breath in. Squeeze those arms back. Exhale, drop those arms down to your side. The arms be heavy next to your side. All right. Left leg out. I'm going to have you first straighten the leg. And then I want you to point your toes to the ground and then lift them up. Point them down, lift them up. Just trying to get some mobility into that ankle joint without a lot of body weight on it. Right? Rolling around. Try and feel that ankle loosen up a little bit. Put your toes, open them up. The whole foot needs to wake up and be relaxed. All right, point the toes up to the ceiling, right? Sitting up nice and tall, using that opposite leg for support. We're going to reach it from the hips. We're going to reach that chest forward and bend down to the leg. So we're not trying to get the chest or the nose to the knee. We're trying to lift the shoulders up and then slowly creep down, get that hamstring a little bit longer, low back stretching out. Deep breath in. Exhale, let that chest drop. Keep those toes pointed up. One more deep breath. Exhale, let that body sink into that leg just a little more. And then bend the knee. Use that opposite leg, push yourself back up, and bend the knee. All right, now same leg. We're going to grab that shin, bring it up to your chest. Sitting up nice and tall. And then take that leg and gently bring it across. Now, if this is too much, just cross it on the ground and letting that leg drop out. Trying to stretch out that inside of your leg and that hip joint. Just gently pushing down on it, sitting up tall, that's important. And gently let that leg flop out. We'll get some more flopping later in the workout. Breathing in, breathing out. I'm feeling this in my low back. It's feeling it stretch even way up there. That's how I am. And now gently bring your chest forward ever so slightly. You're going to feel that stretch in that lower back hip area. Just do it to tolerance. Breathing out. Exhaling each time. And roll back up nice and tall. Drop that leg down. Don't move it over to the right side. Same thing. Point your toes up, point your toes down. You're just working that ankle joint in one plane of motion. Up and down, and then make circles with it. Opening up that ankle. Go ahead and point that toe up. Lean on that left leg and reach as far down that leg as you can. Remember, we're up and out. Get those vertebrae up, separating from each other. Be nice and long. Drop down with each breath, a little bit deeper into that stretch. Breathing in, breathing out, sink just a little bit. You might feel this in the back of your knee and your calf. Depends on how tight you are. Bend that leg. Bring yourself all the way back up. Grab that knee and bring it into your chest. It's kind of an opposite stretch, right? Now you're getting that bend stretch. Drop that leg across. One side could be tighter than the other. Gently push down on that knee with the same hand. Lift your shoulders up and lean into that stretch. Opening up that hip. Lean. You got this. Exhale, come on down, back up. Bring both feet to the ground. Now we're going to do a little modified cat-cow. So we're going to hands on your thighs, and we're going to push that chest forward, opening up that chest, and then arching that back. Pull those shoulder blades away from the spine. Open it up. And then push it back. We're trying to get everything to mobilize, all those joints to work. One more time, push it back, open that back up, and then bring it back to a nice neutral spot, shoulders over your hips. Roll it around, we're doing my favorite stretch. All right, let's scoot over to the edge of the chair so your outside leg is hanging off. Lean forward, drop that foot down to the ground. So the top of your shoe or the top of your foot, laces are on the ground. And try and keep the foot pointed straight back. Extend back, whatever you can tolerate. Could be here, right? And as we do, we're going to push yourself up so you're feeling that stretch all the way down that front of your leg, even up over that hip, maybe even into your lower belly. Just kind of hang out there, let it stretch. You might feel this on the top of your shin because your shin's so tight. Exhale, let that stress from that stretch go away. One more deep breath in. Exhale, drop that chest down. Roll that leg through. And flip it all the way around to the other side. Loosen that front leg, leaning into it. Kick it back. Whatever you can tolerate is what you can do, right? We're going to get something out of it. Even if it's not as deep a stretch or as long as I'm doing it, you're still going to get what you need out of it. That's the important part. What you need. Deep breath in. When we breathe in deep, it kind of tightens everything up and stretches it. And then we're going to exhale and let that stretch go. One more deep breath in. Exhale, move forward, pull that leg through. Come on around the front. Feel those feet on the ground, right? So I want to make sure that your knees are right over your heels. Your shins are straight, right? And what we're going to do from here is I want you to feel your toes on the ground, your heels on the ground, and the outside of your foot, right? And I want you to lift your shoulders up nice and tall, and then push down on those feet to get up. Trying to get as little forward motion to get up as possible. Same thing, we're going to feel those feet. We did that ankle mobilization seated without any weight, so now we're going to come up on our toes, and then back on your heels, lifting your toes up. Feel how your body shifts forward, and then shifts back like it's swaying. Finding that center. The body's moving around your center of mass here, lifting it up, drop it down, lift up, drop it down. This time when we come up, we're going to lift our arms up and be as tall as you can. Drop back down onto your heels and use your arms going over one direction, doesn't matter, right, left. But you're pushing out opposite hip. Stretching out that side. Breathe in, breathe out, come back to middle. Stretch up, all the way on those toes. Drop down to your heels and opposite side. Push the hip out, make a nice crescent. And crescent down. Bring it back down and drop those arms. You're doing good today. Right. I'm going to have you step back. I'm going to go to the side so maybe that's easier to see. I'm going to have you step back with that right foot. So your feet are shoulder width apart this way, right? And you're going to push down on that front leg. Drive that back heel into the ground so we're getting a stretch here. We're loading that left leg. We're going to reach those arms straight up to the ceiling. Get that nice big stretch. You want more of a stretch, start to look up and let those hips sway forward. Big stretch. Settle into those legs. Don't let those hips come up. And then we drop down to your chair, right? And step back with that front foot. Getting that nice plank. I love making you guys do your planks. Your hands are right underneath your shoulders. Great core exercise. We're stepping back up with that same left foot right between your hands. And reaching those arms back up nice and strong. Push that back heel into the ground. Bring your hands to your chest. And we're going to rotate, looking over that right leg. Our left leg. Letting that back stretch. Breathing through the stretch. One more time. Chair's right there if you need it. And come up. Arms back up. Feel how strong those legs are. Woo! We're gonna get it here. Step up, both legs. Chair pose. Feel those legs get stronger all the way through your quads. Breathing through it. Down into a forward fold. Step to the back of your legs. Woo! You did that. Good job. Step back, left leg, right leg's in the middle. Push up. Nice crescent. You feel that stretch on the front side of your leg. Reach the arms up to the ceiling. And from here, if you want more, gently sway those arms back, feeling the whole front side. It's harder on your balance. And drop it back down. Step out with that back of that right foot. Give me that nice plank. Breathing through your belly. Nice and strong here. Step through that leg, right between your feet, your hands. Push off that chair, lift it up into that crescent again, nice and tall. Bring your hands down and rotate into that right leg. Back leg's pushing, we've got some balance here. Your chair's right in front of you if you need it. Breathing through it. One more breath. Out of that, straight up into that nice crescent. You guys have it. And we're going to step up into our chair pose. Pushing those hips down, back. Feel strength in those legs. Squeeze those knees together. Belly's in tight. And bring it back down to a nice forward fold. Straighten the back of your legs. Come on. What are you doing? We're getting some balance in here. We're getting some rotation in the hips and the waist. Again, do what you can. Do that whole routine again. Bring those arms up, nice and tall. Exhale, arms down, just to get your body in alignment. We're going to step forward with that left. Drop those hips down. Nice shoulder lift with the feet. Arms come up. Nice and tall. Forward fold into that front leg. Step back. Inward plank. Belly in tight. Straight line. Shoulders to the hips. To the feet. Breathe. Step back with that left, right between the hands. Push off that chair, release. Come up. You want to look all the way up to the ceiling, get a better stretch. Bring the hands down. We're going straight into that twist. Right elbow outside the left knee. Trying to keep those shoulders squared. Breathing. So if you're releasing and you're here, you know, as much as you can do, right? Whatever you can do is what we need. Breathing. Push off the back, come back into that crescent. Drop down. Plank it out. Nice and strong. Keep that straight line, belly pulled into spine. See those glutes, drive those heels into the ground. Step forward to the right. Right between the hands. Push up that leg, bring it up, nice and tall. Feel that balance. You're struggling to gain it. You've got it. Reach for those hands, drop those hips. Forward fold into your chair. Push your hips Back into that plank. Nice and strong. We got this. Shift the weight. You got that right knee. Push it through to the hands. Push off the chair. Back into that balance pose. Nice and strong over those hips. Bring your hands to your chest. And twist. Left elbow outside the right knee. Look at you guys go. We got this. Nice and strong. Breathe. One more nice deep breath in. Blow it out. And twist. Drop those hands down. Step that right back for another nice plank. Belly in. Step that right knee. Step between the hands. Bring up that left. Drop the hips into that chair. We've got this. I need 5 deep breaths right here through that belly. Touch the arms. Blow it out. Two more. Last one. Come on up. Drop those arms down. Woo! We did that. Side to side with those hips. Find your center. Excellent. All right. Breaking it up a little this time. So we were doing some double leg balance. Now I'm going to have to go to single leg balance, right? So make sure your chair's there. You want one on the other side, that's fine too. Or something on the other side. Find those feet, feel those toes. Take the toes into the ground. Push them into the ground. Right? I'm going to shift your weight to that left side. As you shift ever so slightly, lifting those hips up off the feet, lifting your shoulders up off your hips. Head as close to the ceiling as we can get it. You're going to lift up that right leg, nice and tall. Feeling your strength through that balance, through those hips. I'm going to have you open up that leg and close it down. You've got your chair there if you need it. Open it up. Close it down. You're nice and strong. You can do this. Open it up. Close it down. One more time. Open it up. Here we go. Plant that foot right on your shin. Lifting those shoulders up. Breathing through that belly. One more deep breath, lifting those shoulders. Exhale, drop down, relax. Go ahead and pedal those feet just a little bit. Waking up those hips. Might be screaming at you. You only have one chair, shift it around to the other side. So reset up, right? Get those feet on the ground. Lift those hips up. Lift the shoulders up. Nice and tall. So we're trying to get that spine to be straight through. One vertebrae on top of the other. Shift to the other side, right side for me, right? Shift and lift up that foot. Chair's there if you need it. Nice and tall. Breathe through that belly. Get tall, nice and long. Here we go, we're opening up that leg. We're going to close it down. That rotation, right? It messes you up a little bit. You're having to work the balance of those hip muscles. Open. Close. Open. Keep working it. Close. Doesn't have to be perfect. Open. Close. Last time. Open it up as wide as you can and drop that foot into the shin, lifting the shoulders, making that core as solid as it was when we were doing a plank. Breathe. One more time. Deep breath in. Blow it out. And relax. Those hips are saying nasty things to me right now, aren't they? All right. Good strength work here. Strength work through that hip. Now I want you to have your chair nearby for this next thing. Going back to the other leg, we're focusing on my left leg, whichever leg you started with, right? We're going to be nice and tall. Make sure you have some room. And we're going to step out, drop down, and then lift your shoulders up, step back, without putting your foot on the ground. Lift up, step forward. Lift up, step back. So we're lunging forward, lunging back, without stabilizing. We're lifting that hip up and over, up and back. Woo! Here we go. Up, over. Breathe. Up, back. One more each way. Up, forward. Drop those hips. Up, back. Drop the hips. Step back. Should start to feel that a little bit here and then, especially since we did the earlier stuff. Bring those shoulders forward, step over the hips, nice and tall. Lift, step forward, other leg. Lift, step back. Saw that. This is the weaker side, right? Up, forward, up, back. We're trying to keep everything in alignment between two narrow walls. Up, forward, up, back. Up, forward, up, back. My backwards, I get messed up, don't I? Up, forward. We got this. Lift the shoulders up and back. One more each way. Up, forward, up, back. Drop those hips. Step it up. Whew. I think I need some water. How about you guys? That was a little bit of work. All right. I have one more short routine before we go down to the ground. I have my chair in front of me for this one. And hopefully this will help stretch out those hips a little bit. I'm going to have a chair facing. Whew. All right, so I'm going to step up to my chair from my mat. I'm going to step back with my right leg. And as I step back, I'm going to open up my right foot about 45-degree angle to my left. I'm going to try and get my heels in alignment, right? So they can be one heel is back to back with my other. I'm going to bring my hips around. I'm going to drive my arms up so I'm getting a nice stretch on the inside of my leg. Breathe. A little bit similar, right? Shift that back foot up. We're going to bring our hands down to that chair, bunching on that front knee, so the knee is right over the heel. And then from there, I'm going to keep my left hand on the chair and reach up with my right, stretching out that chest. Open it up. Nice and long. Push that back heel into the ground. So you're low. Breathe. Bring that right hand back to the chair. Staying in that lunge position. Twist open the other direction. Big stretch across that chest. Breathing in, breathing out. Bring back both hands back to the chair. Step off that right. Open up that left all the way open. Sorry, open the right leg all the way open. So now they're perpendicular, feet are perpendicular. Bring those arms out. Warrior two. Whew. We did it. Drop back. Stretch out the side. Feel that front leg working. And all the way around the other side. Long, long, long arm. Bring it back. Warrior. And windmill forward, step it back. Plank. Belly in. Now walk it up. Downward dog. Pedal those feet. Get a nice stretch on the back of your legs. Walk up to your chair. On the right dog, stacking the shoulders on top of the hips. Relax the shoulders. Other leg. Step it back. So my left leg. I'm going into a warrior one. A warrior one, when the back foot is at 45-degree angle to the right, and the arms come up nice and straight. So you're getting a stretch on the inside of your left leg. Breathing in, breathing out. Come up on the back foot, drop it forward, drop your hands into that chair. Straight line from my knee to my heel. Keeping the weight on my left arm, I'm going to open up my chest again. I'm getting a stretch on that lower back. I'm getting a stretch on that outer right heel. My left heel is pushed into the ground for a stretch on my back of my leg. Open those chests. Breathing in, breathing out. Drop that right hand down to the bench, the chair, and we'll rotate the opposite way, opening up here, working that balance. One more breath. Drop it back down. Step back into my plank, nice and strong. And appreciate dropping that downward dog. And get a nice stretch on the back of my legs. And gently walk it up to a forward fold. And roll yourself back up, stacking this vertebrae. My phone is yelling at me. We're going to work our way down to the ground, everyone. Work your way down. All right. Down onto your face. We're on our knees and our hands. We're doing a quad wrap. So our hands are right over under our shoulders. Tops of your shoes or your tops of your feet are on the ground. This is cheating and stabilizing. Get those feet down. We're just doing some simple quad wraps today. So I'm going to have you extend your left arm and your right leg, keeping that belly nice and flat so that the back is level. Make a coffee table out of that back. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice deep breaths. Push that heel back. Keep it nice and straight. Reaching forward with that left hand. And drop it down. Find your balance again. Both hands pushing into the ground. Those knees. Extend the right arm and the left arm. Reaching as far away from your midline as you can with those arms. Breathing deep. Exhale, bring them back to center. We're doing the same thing, but throwing in a twist. Twisty day today. All right. Extend left arm, right leg. You can stay here, you have options, or you can bring your arm out to the side, leg out to the side, and bring it back. Finding that balance, challenging your balance through those opposite hips and shoulders. One more time out. One more time back. Hold it, stretch. Roll it in. Other side. Last time, you guys, last time. Find your balance. Extend the right arm, left leg. Nice and long. Feel that. And stay there if that's a challenge. Open it up. Close it again. Open up. You got it. Feel how that twist makes you have to balance harder on the other two. Last time. Before we set it down, I want you to find that center and stretch, and then set it down. Curl your toes under, and sit back on your heels, stretching the bottoms of your feet. And you can drop down with your hands and your elbows, stretch those feet. Good job, great work. Back up, I'm going to have you flip over. So you're seating on the ground, sitting, whatever, on your butt. Oh, I'm having problems talking today, you guys. All right, feet on the ground. Track those knees right over those toes. Gonna do a little curl up, right? Hands up, away from your knees. And drop back into a nice V-sit. Come on back up. Extend that head away from the hips. Drop down, belly in tight. Feel that belly support your whole body. Bring it up. Drop it down. We're going to stay here for 5 deep breaths. Breathe in. 2, you got it, come on. Extend the head. Last one. Grab underneath those knees, drop yourself down, bring those knees into your chest, and relax that lower back. Whew, we did that. Bring your feet down to the ground. And let those legs extend, right? Open up that front side. Reach it up above your head with your hands here as long as you can be. Sometimes that just feels good. Go ahead and bring your hands next to your sides and have you bring up your right leg. So your knee is right over your hip. This is the modified version. If you have for flexibility and the range of motion, you can go with your legs straight. But what we're going to do is pretend like we have a pencil on our knee and keeping your hips as still as possible. We're going to bring your knee in, up, out, and down. So we're making a circle with your knee. That hip bone is moving inside the socket in there, lubricating. But in the meantime, your belly muscles and your lower abdominal muscles are having to stabilize those hips, making your circles. Smaller circles, easier. Bigger circles, harder. Belly in, hold those hips still. 3, 2, 1. Change directions. And now going counter. In those circles, as much of a circle as you can make. 3, 2, 1. Grab behind that knee, bring it into your chest, and let it relax. Switch it out, extend. Get that left knee right over your hip. And we're going to make our circle. Doesn't matter which way you go. We're just going to change directions somewhat. Are you stabilizing those hips? We don't want the hips moving. We want the only thing moving to be that femur in the joint. The ball and sockets rolling around in that nice and smooth. 3, 2, 1. Switch directions. You got this. Belly in tight. Stabilize those hips. I'm breathing through this. 3, 2, 1. Grab both legs. Bring me to your chest. We did a lot of hip work today. Good job, you guys. I know we did a lot because I feel my hips. All right, now both feet down to the ground. Give me like a little wider than shoulder width with those feet. Bring those hands out to your side. And we're going to drop both legs down to that left side. And look over your right hand. Get a nice stretch on this one side of your body. Breathe through that belly. Exhale, bring those legs up, bring the head back to the middle. And drop both legs down to the right side. Just let them flop. You can feel that in the hip, outside of your leg and your waist. And then look over your left shoulder, left hand. That engages that chest stretch. Deep breath in. And bring the head back to the front. Roll all the way over onto your side. Find that nice equilibrium. And push yourself up. Whew. You guys did good. I'm bringing my water with me. I'm thirsty. We lost Eno. He went to the eye doctor. How we feeling?
Stretched.
I lost the Mr. Sago as well. Okay. Good. Did we get a good stretch? Some good hip work?
Yes,
Yes,
good one.
this was good.
Good. So make sure you guys get out and get some walking in today.
Oh, yeah.
Walk the dog, walk yourself. Making sure you bring water. Unless it's cold outside, then just walk around your basement.
Yep, that's what we're gonna do.
I got to go down and get my
There you
second
go.
COVID shot.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Good. So maybe take it easier. I did ask an exercise physiologist about those COVID, the shots. So there is some reactions. Make sure that you just take it easy. It's like you're getting a cold. The body's going to have to do some fighting, which is what it should be doing. So be nice to your body when you're getting those shots.
Yeah, it kind of sucks because today's supposed to be the nicest day of the week.
Well, you'll have more nice days, I promise.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, enjoy your weekend. Thank you for
Thank
joining
you,
us.
Ramona. You.
You
As
have a
always,
good
if
one.
you have any comments, please email me and I'm listening.
Okay, have a good weekend.
Thank you, Ramona.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Ramona. See you next Monday.
Bye-bye, everybody.